Hi Michelle, it's Christine. I came by to take a peek at your garden and to clean things up a little bit and to plant some fall greens. So things are looking good. You still got a lot of tomatoes coming, so that is great. I actually took off the growth points. You saw this in our video. At this point in the season, we don't really want new fruit to be growing. This is a growth point right here. Let's snip this off. This will become a new branch, and at this point that's not what you want on your leaves. You want all of the energy to go into fruit that is already being created. You don't want to split the sun's energy into creating new branches that may or may not come to fruition before the end of the season. So it's more of a sure bet to send all that energy into existing fruit. So that's what I've done there. I also spent a fair amount of time just cleaning up underneath. You want really good airflow at the end of the season, and tomato plants can tend to get really bushy and with a lot of foliage. Any foliage that's not collecting sun for your plants isn't really doing anything. It's not really serving any purpose. And what can happen is that it can just get diseased, okay? So we want to make sure that there's really nice airflow in here, and so I took off probably 10-20% of what was low here. I am sorry to tell you that a chipmunk or something is finding your tomatoes. So go in there, go in here, and we've got one over there. So we don't want that to happen. So I took the liberty of picking a few because I don't want you to leave them. These were very low, and I didn't want you to lose them. So I picked them for you. I hope that's okay. And I will leave them, I'm gonna leave them in the tree house so that they're out of the sun until you get back, okay? So let's see, what else did we do here? I planted some lettuce, lots of lettuce for the fall. I recall that your greens did very well earlier in the season, so you can expect these to do well. So there's lettuce planted all here, kind of at the base of your tomatoes. You've got a couple of cucumbers that are ready to pick. I don't know if you want me to pick these as well. I guess I'll let you make that call when you get home. But you also have a lot of new cucumbers coming on over here as well. I don't know if you knew that. Kind of looked, they were starting to trail off that way. So you get a couple of new cucumbers there. Your carrots are looking good. I was going to thin them, but they look like they're in really good shape. Maybe you've already been picking them. So those are in very good shape. Now the way you know that when these are ready is you just kind of poke your finger in here and you look at this shoulder, and if that looks like a really well-formed shoulder, then chances are that's a pretty good looking carrot. Now keep in mind your bed is only this deep, so they're not going to be really long carrots, but they're called Nelson hybrid carrots, and they're great. They're delicious. So enjoy those in your salad. You've got spinach over here. You got a couple of zucchini that are definitely ready to pick. That one there, one here. There might have been one more. And you got at least one coming over on that plant. I also planted in this corner some pea shoots. You are starting to get some powdery mildew on your zucchini. The best way to treat this at this point of the season is actually with milk and water. So make a solution that's 90% water, 10% milk, and just spray it everywhere, on all the leaves, on the stems, on the underside of the leaves, and all the way in. Cut off any leaves that start to look really infected. But that's a great way to keep your zucchini going, and I think you want to do that because you've got some good fruit that's still coming, and it looks like otherwise like a pretty good looking plant. So that's what I found here today. I'm going to be leaving a package of Avon spinach in your mailbox. Actually, do you have a mailbox? Actually, I'll leave it with the tomatoes in the treehouse, or the swing set. And when your tomatoes are done for the season and everything is ready to come out of your garden, you can plant that even into November, and it'll just sort of sit over the winter, and then it'll begin to grow really early in the season. So go ahead and plant that in your garden this fall, and you'll see the benefits of that next spring. Thank you so much for everything. I hope that you've enjoyed your garden this year, and I welcome any feedback that you have. Thanks, Michelle. Have a great Labor Day. Bye.